Hi. Good morning. I was gonna do my toast today, but I really don't feel like doing anything. So I'm not doing nothing. I'm just gonna sit here and talk to you all day. I'll probably try to do a long ass stream. Just sit here and chill. Most of the time, I so half the time I'm not wanted from off the block. I'll be real. I'm gonna take a shower after Bible study. Take it for a joke. No, no twerking today. Maybe no twerking ever again. Then the satisfaction's everything I am. It's because I had to make it happen. And I'm the captain. Can't beat me. Join me, baby. Um, I'm not married. No, I don't give my number out. And I read, and that only gave me hunker pan. I am single as a dollar bill, and I'm not looking either. Baby, what's the deal? I'm hurting them how I'm living. I am chilling. I'm just clearing that out there. I don't want anybody getting any wrong ideas. It says to King Tor. One day, the wife of one of the seminary students came to Alicia to tell him of her husband's death. He was a man who had loved God, she said, but he had owed some money when he died. It says, and now the creditor was demanding it back. If she didn't pay, he he said he would take her two sons as his slaves. What shall I do? Alicia asked. How much food do you have in the house? Nothing at all, except a jar of olive oil. She replied, then borrow many pots and pans from your friends and neighbors, he instructed. Go into your house with your sons and shut the door behind you. Then pour olive oil from your jar into the pots and pans, setting them aside as they are filled. So she did. Her husbands brought the pots and pans to her, and she filled one after another. Soon every container was full to the brim. Bring me another jar, she said to her sons. There aren't any more, they told her. And then the oil stopped flowing. When she told the prophet what happened, he said to her, go and sell the oil and pay your debt, and there will be enough money left for you and your sons to live on. One day, Elisha went to Shuman, a prominent woman of the city, invited him in to eat. And afterwards, whenever he passed that way, he stopped for dinner. She said to her husband, I'm sure this man who stops in front time to time is a holy prophet. Let's make a little room for him on the roof. We can put it in a bed, a table, a chair, and a lamp, and he will have a place to stay whenever he comes by. Once, when he resting in the room, he said to his servant Gehazi, tell the woman I went to speak to her. When she came, he said to Gehazi, tell her that we appreciate her kindness to us. Now ask her what we can do for her. Does she want me to put in a good word for her to the king or to the general of the army? No, she replied. I'm perfectly content. What can we do for her? He asked Gehazi afterwards. She doesn't have a son, and her husband is an old man. Call her back again, Alicia told him. When she returned, he talked to her as he stood in the doorway. Next year, at about this time, you shall have a son. Oh, man of God, she exclaimed. Don't lie to me like that. But it was true. The woman soon conceived and had a baby boy the following year, just as Alicia had predicted. One day, when her child was older, he went out to visit his father, who was working with the reapers. He complained about a headache and soon was moaning in pain. His father said to one of the servants, carry him home to his mother. So he took him home, and his mother held him on her lap. But around noontime, he died. She carried him up to the bed of the prophet and shut the door. Then she sent a message to her husband: "Send one of the servants and a donkey so that I can hurry back to the prophet and come right back." "Why today?" he asked. This wasn't a religious holiday, but she said, "It's important, I must go." So she saddled the donkey and said to the servant, "Hurry, don't slow down to my comfort unless I tell you." As she approached Mount Carmel, Elisha saw her in distance and said to Gehazi, "Look, that one from Shunem is coming. Run and meet her and ask her what the trouble is. See, her husband is all right, and if the child is well." "Yes," she told him. "Gehazi, everything is fine." But when she came to Elisha at the mountain, she fell to the ground before her and caught hold on his feet. Gehazi began to push her away. The prophet said, let her alone. Something is deeply troubling her, and the Lord hasn't told me what it is." Then she said, "It was you who said that I have a son, and I begged you not to lie to me." Then he said to Gehazi, "Quick, take my staff. Don't talk to anyone along the way. Hurry, lay the staff upon the child's face." But the boy's mother said, "I swear to God that I won't go home without you." So Elisha returned with her. Gehazi went on Gehazi went on ahead and laid the staff upon the child's face, but nothing happened. There was no sign of life. He returned to meet Elisha and told him, "The child is still dead." When Elisha arrived, the child was indeed dead, lying there upon the prophet's bed. Behind him and prayed to the Lord. Then he lay upon the child's body, placing his mouth upon the child's mouth, and his eyes upon the child's eyes, and his hands upon the child's hands. And the child's body began to grow warm again. The prophet went down and walked back and forth in the house a few times, returning upstairs. He stretched himself again upon the child. This time the little boy sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes. And the prophet summoned Gehazi. "Call her," he said. And when she came in, he said, "Here's your son." She fell to the floor at his feet and then picked her up and her son went out. Elisha now returned to Gilgal, but there was a famine in the land. One day he was teaching the young prophets. He said to Gehazi, "Make some stew for supper for these men." One of the young men went out into the field to gather vegetables and came back with some wild gourds. He shredded them and put them into a kettle without realizing that they were poisonous. But after the men had eaten a bite or two, they cried out, "Oh, sir, there's poison in this stew. Bring me some meal." Alicia said. He threw it in the kettle and said, "Now it's all right. Go ahead and eat." And then it didn't harm them. One day, a man from Baal Shashia brought Alicia a sack of fresh corn and 20 individual loaves of barley bread made from the first grain of his harvest. Alicia told Gehazi to use to feed the young prophet. "What?" Gehazi exclaimed. "Feed 100 men only with this?" But Elisha said, "Go ahead, for the Lord says, there will be plenty for all, and some will even be left over." And sure enough, there was just as the Lord had said. Um, Hi. The king of Syria had high admiration for Naaman, the commander in chief of his army, for he had led his troops to so many glorious victories. So he was such a great hero, but he was a leader. Bands of Syria had invaded the land of Israel, and among their captives was a little girl who had been given to Naaman's wife as a maid. One day the little girl said to her mistress, "I wish my mother would go to see the prophet of Samaria. He would heal him of his leprosy." Naaman told the king what the little girl had said. "Go and visit the prophet," the king told him. I will send a letter of introduction for you to carry the king of Israel. So Naaman started off taking gifts of about 20,000 in silver, 60,000 in gold, and 10 suits of clothing. The letter of the king of Israel said, "The man bringing this letter is my servant Naaman. I want you to heal him of his leprosy." When the king of Israel read it, he tore his clothes and said, "This man sends me a leper to heal. Am I God that I can kill and give life? He's the only trying to get an excuse to evade us again." But when Elisha the prophet heard about the king of Israel's plight, he sent this message to him: "Why are you so upset? Send Naaman to me, and he will learn that there is a true prophet of God here in Israel." So Naaman arrived with his horses and chariots and stood at the door of Elisha's home. Elisha sent a messenger out to tell him to go and wash in the Jordan River 7 times, and he would be healed of every trace of his leprosy. But Naaman was angry and stalked away. "Look," he said, "I thought at least he would come out and talk to me. I expected him to wave his hand over the leprosy and call upon the name of the Lord his God and heal me. Aren't the aren't the Abana River and the Pharpar River and the Damascus better than all the rivers of Israel put together? If it's rivers I need, I'll wash at home and get rid of the leprosy." So he went away in rage. But his officers tried to reason with him and said, "If the prophet had told you to do some great thing, wouldn't you have done it? So you shouldn't certainly obey him. Aren't you the type to obey him when he said simply to go and wash and be cured?" So the man went down to the Jordan River and dipped himself 7 times, as the prophet had told him to, as his flesh became as healthy as a little child's, and he was healed. Then he and his entire party went back to find the prophet. They stood humbly before him, and Imam said, "I know at least that there is no God in all the world except for Israel. But now," it said, "now please accept my gifts." But Elisha replied, "I swear by Jehovah my God that I will not accept them." Naamam urged him to take them, but he absolutely refused. Well, Naamam said, "All right, but please give me 2 mule loads of earth to take back with me. From now on, I will never again offer any burnt offerings or sacrifices to any other God except the Lord. However, may the Lord pardon me this one thing. When my master king goes into the temple of the God of Rimmon to worship there and leans on my arm, may the Lord pardon me when I bow too." "All right," Elisha said. So the mom started home again. But Gehazi, Elisha's servant, said to himself, "My master shouldn't have let this fellow get away without taking his gifts. I will chase after him and get something from him." So Gehazi caught up with him. When the mom saw him coming, he jumped down from his chariot and ran to meet him. "Is everything all right?" he asked. "Yes," he said, "but my master has sent me to tell you that 2 young prophets from the hills of Ephraim had just arrived, and he would like 2,000 in silver and 2 suits to give to them." "Take 4,000," the mom insisted. He gave him 2 expensive robes, tied up the money in 2 bags, and gave them to 2 of his servants to carry back with Gehazi. But when they arrived at the hill where Elisha lived, Gehazi took the bags from the servants and sent the men back. Then he hid the money in his house. When he went into his house, his master, Elisha asked him, "Where have you been, Gehazi?" "I haven't been anywhere," he replied. But Elisha asked him, "Don't you realize that I was there in the thought when Ammon stepped down from his chariot to meet you? Is this the time to receive money and clothes and olive farms and vineyards and sheep and oxen and servants? Because you have done this, and Ammon's leprosy shall be upon you and upon your children and your children's children forever." And Gehazi walked from the room, a leper, his skin as white as snow. Uh, his skin as white as snow. So it was going back to the part where it was talking about going to see the prophet to get healed, and then it said you have to take a bath in the river 7 times. It's all pertaining to water, literally. Um, and then this talked about stealing. Somebody is going to be cursed. somebody's it says, leprosy, because you have done this, and the mom's leprosy shall be upon you, upon your children, and your children's children forever. So that whole generation's going to be fucked up. That's the worst thing about God letting people get away with things for so long because they really think that nothing's ever going to happen to them. So they just continue to just do terrible ass shit. And that's the worst. That's what God does. It's like he lets you keep digging a deep ass ditch and then he pushes you in that bitch. It's sad. It really is because I know it's about to get wicked. And I'm trying not to feel bad for anybody because everybody deserves what's coming to them. I'm really trying not to feel bad, but you can't do fucked up shit for 40 years and think it's not going to catch up to you. You are quite delusional. That's why if you're a bad person, it's better to just tell yourself you're a bad person. Convincing yourself you're a good person and you know you're not is insane. All right. I'm trying to think if I want to read any more. I think I am because Uh, my grandma has stuff circled, so I'm going to read this last one. It says one day in the seminary, students came to Alicia and told him, "As you can see, our dormitory is too small. Tell us, as our president, whether we can build a new one down besides the Jordan River, where there are plenty of walks." "All right," he told them. "Go ahead. Please, sir, come with us." Someone suggested. "I will," he said. When they arrived at the Jordan, they began cutting down trees. But as one of them was chopping, his axe head fell into the river. "Oh, sir," he cried, "it was borrowed." "Where did it fall?" the prophet asked. The youth showed him the place, and Elisha cut a stick and threw it into the water. And the axe head rose to the surface and floated. "Grab it," Elisha said to him, and he did. Once he, the king of Syria, was at war with Israel, he said to his officers, "We will mobilize our forces." Immediately, Elisha warned the king of Israel, "Don't go near, for the Syrians are planning to mobilize their troops there." Then the king sent a scout to see if Elisha was right. And sure enough, he had saved him from disaster. This happened several times. It says, "The king of Syria was puzzled. He called together his officers and demanded, 'Which of you is a traitor? Who has been informing the king of Israel about my plans?' 'It is not us, sir,' one of the officers replied. 'Elisha the prophet tells the king of Israel even words you speak in the privacy of your bedroom. Go and find out where he said, 'It's not us, sir,' one of the officers replied. 'Elisha the prophet tells the king of Israel even the words you speak in the privacy of your bedroom. Go in and find out where he is, and we'll send troops to seize him.' And the king exclaimed. And the report came back, 'Elisha is at Dothan.' So one night the king of Syria sent a great army with many chariots and horses to surround the city. When the prophet's servant got up early the next morning and went outside, there was troops, horses, and chariots everywhere. 'Alas, my master, what shall we do now?' he cried out to Elisha. 'Don't be afraid,' Elisha told him, 'for our army is bigger than theirs.' Then Elisha prayed, 'Lord, open his eyes and let him see.' And the Lord opened the young man's eyes to see that the horses of fire and chariots of fire everywhere upon the mountain. As the Syrian army advanced upon them, Elisha prayed, 'The Lord, please make them blind.' And he did. Then Elisha went out and told them, You've come the wrong way. This isn't the right city. Follow me, and I will take you to the man you're looking for." And he led them to Samaria. So that part where she was talking about please make them blind, it's like I know what she means by that, like, or what the Bible means by that. So like everything that I'm talking about, all the stuff that I'm saying, you notice how a lot of people haven't changed, haven't received anything that I'm saying, because the Lord is blinding them so that they can continue to kill each other, literally. As the Syrian army advanced upon them, okay, and then it says, as soon as they arrived, Elisha prayed, "Lord, now open their eyes and let them see." And the Lord did, and they discovered that they were in Samaria, the capital city of Israel. When the king of Israel saw them, he shouted to Elisha, "Oh, sir, shall I kill them? Shall I kill them?" "Of course not," Elisha told him. "Do we kill prisoners of war?" Give them food and drink, and send them home again. So the king made a great feast for them, and then he sent them home to their king. And after that, the Syrian raiders stayed away from the land of Israel. Later on, however, King Ben-Hadad of Syria mustered his entire army and besieged Samaria. As a result, there was a great famine in the city. And after a long while, even the donkey's head sold for $50, and a pint of dove's dung brought $3. And a pint of dove's dung bought $3. One day, as the king of Israel was walking along the wall of the city, a woman called him, "Help my lord the king." "If the Lord doesn't help you, what can I do?" he retorted. "I have neither food nor wine to give you." "However, what's the matter?" she replied. "This woman proposed that we eat my son one day and her son the next. So we boiled my son and ate him. But the next day, when I said, 'Kill your son so we can eat him,' she hid him." When the king heard this, he tore his clothes. The people through the through the right, through the right, he tore in them, and he was wearing an inner robe made of sackcloth next to his flesh. "May God kill me if I don't execute Elisha this very day," the king vowed. Elisha was sitting in the house at the meeting with the elders of Israel when the king sent a messenger to summon him. But before the messenger arrived, Elisha said to the elders, "This murderer has sent a man to kill me. When he arrives, shut the door and keep him out, for his master will soon follow him." When Elisha was still saying this, the messenger arrived. "The Lord has caused this mess," the king stormed. "Why should I expect any help from him?" I told you they'd be out here eating um, eating little motherfucking kids. I'm sure that really did happen. I'm sure people did get fucking tricked into eating their own kids. I swear to God, I'm sure that did happen. I would almost bet $1,000 on that shit. That's probably a fucking deal that you have to make at some point. Why do you think these niggas be having so many kids? Because they don't care about these kids. They could just have another one. I literally seen who's that one nigga? Who's that one nigga? He's like, I can see his face. He has dreads. He's dark skinned. He's not like a big celebrity, but he be on like podcasts. He's always talking about some crazy ass shit. He was basically doing a story saying that, like, if he had to sacrifice his son, he wouldn't care because he could just have another son. These niggas don't have absolutely any attachment to their kids. It's all for money, and that's it. They don't have no type of attachment to their children like normal people do. It's a business. They start selling their kids really young. I swear to God, they start selling their kids really young. Which is fucked up. Because now, when you're grown, it's like everybody didn't already fucked you at like age 8. And that's why they just keep making new babies. I swear to God. Christ's return. It says Christ's return. Christ was sacrificed once to take away the sins of many. And he will appear a second time, not to bear sin, but to bring salvation to those who are waiting for him. My Father's house has many rooms. If they were not so, would I have told you that I am going to be there to prepare a place for you? If I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. Men of Galilee, they said, "Why do you stand here looking into the sky? The same Jesus who has been taken from you into heaven will come back on the same way you have seen him go into heaven. Look, he is coming with the clouds, and every eye will see him. The Lord himself will come down from heaven with a loud command, with his voice, and of the archangel, and with the trumpet call of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first. Look, I'm coming soon. With my reward is with me, and I will give to each person according to what they have done. The day of the Lord will come like a thief. The heavens will disappear with a roar, and the elements will be destroyed by fire, and the earth and everything done in it will be laid bare. You also must be ready because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect it. The gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to the nations, and then the end will come. Showing. I'm from Ohio. I'm about to get my tarot cards. I mean, I already know what's going on. It's the same energy. Nothing has changed. It's like I already know what's going on. You're smelling good. You're not telling me. Are you the daughter of Frank Beverly? Charlie got me kinked up. It says negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality, entrapment. A lot of victim mentality. Self-imposed restriction, imprisonment. It says nurturing, practical, providing financially, a working parent. You see the lady with the pentacles on the throne. It says holding back, indecision, hesitation, recklessness, fearness, bad choices, risk taking. It says emotional immaturity, insecurity, disappointment, new ideas, creative blocks. It says self discipline, opposition, lack of direction, lack of control, aggression, arrogance, carelessness. The Hierophant. It says institutions, tradition, religion, society and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, bounded mercy, wisdom. Head over heart. Yes, head over heart. Discipline, truthful, honest, mental. Disharmony, misalignment, working alone, lack of teamwork, disorganization, group conflict. Lack of long-term vision, limited success or rewards, work without results, distractions. Moodiness, disappointment, overreactive, imagination, jealousy. Courage, confident, independence, focus, zest for life, determination, joy. So let me try to do this reading better because some of these go together. This is about a group of people. It says Queen of Cups, compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, caring. Toil and roll, deep-seated fears, secrets, releasing worry, hope, reaching out. It says secrets, harm, hidden agenda, disconnected from intuition, withdrawn, silent, selfish, shallowness, ignorance, misunderstanding. Self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, perfectionism, work without reward. It says respect, leadership, stability, structure, roles, power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, practicality. It says personal transformation, fear of change, averting or delayed disaster, suffering, collapse, stormy time, restlessness. The devil, shadow self attachment, addiction, restriction, sexuality, temptation, seduction, destructive behavior, materialism, codependency, toxicity. Yes, very codependent, can never be alone, and just always have the most toxic, devilish people attached to you and think that I'm going to deal with her. I didn't sign up for this. I don't even want to deal with you. It says personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown in communication, home conflict, transition, transcience. Completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, arrival. It says self love, disharmony, distrust, breakups, imbalance, tension, broken communication. Breakup. It says impulsiveness, ruthlessness, high expectations, haste, unachievable expectations. Betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically tricky. Ambitious, action oriented, driven to succeed, fast thinking, defending. Isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, resignation, distance, lost your way. Negative self talk, releasing pain, forgiveness, yes, moving on. Endings, beginnings, change, transformation, delays, holding off, waiting, panic, slow down. It says lovers. I know I'm going to meet my person. It says love, harmony, relationships, union, partnership, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice to shrink the two together. So they're just plain light fingernails. I might get some gel polishes eventually. I'm not ordering nothing for a while. I'm not getting shit. Yeah, but in the future, I might get some gel polish and start painting these different colors and get some, like stickers and glitter and stuff. And little like I can even get beads since I have a drill. I just got to get some good glue. Oh, I don't need glue. I have I could get the clear shit. I get the, I have the clear poly gel, and I know that I could do it with that. I could put a little bit of polygel on it and stick them on there. That probably would work the best and go over it with clear coat. I have to practice that. But I can do my nails. It says isolation, alone. So this is what people are experiencing. I put it in two piles because it's definitely a group versus one person, which surprise, surprise. It says so It says moodiness, disappointment, overreactive, imagination, jealousy. Yes. Overreactive, doing weird shit to me, doing evil shit to me, jealousy, moodiness, disappointment. It says lack of long term vision, limited success or rewards, work without results. It says distractions. It says disharmony, misalignment, working alone, lack of teamwork, disorganized group conflict. And I think this is more for the other pile because I definitely am working alone. It says self-discipline, opposition, lack of direction, lack of control, aggression, arrogance, carelessness, emotional immaturity, insecurity, disappointment, new ideas, creative blocks. They're all blocked creatively. Why do you think nothing's really dropping right now? All the creative blocks are being blocked right now. It says holding back, indecision, hesitation, recklessness, fearlessness, bad choices, risk taking. Says negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality, entrapment. They all have a victim mentality, but for choices that they made themselves. It says inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrets, releasing worry, hope, reaching out. It says secrets, harm, hidden agenda, disconnected from intuition, withdrawal, silence, selfish, shallowness, ignorance, misunderstandings. It says personal transformation, fear of change, averting or delayed disaster, suffering, collapse, stormy time, restlessness. Shadow self, attachment, addiction, restriction, sexuality, temptation, seduction, destructive behavior, materialism, codependency, toxicity. Impulsiveness, ruthlessness, high expectations, haste, unachievable expectations. Betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, trickery. Isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, resignation, distance, wash your away. And then this pile, it says courage, confident, independence, focus, zest for life, determination. Head over heart, discipline, truthful, honest, mental. And definitely head over heart right now. Institutions, tradition, religion, society, and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, bonded, mercy, wisdom, trust. It says nurturing, practical, providing financially, a working parent. It says compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, caring. It says self discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, perfectionism, work without reward. And yes, I'm being sabotaged right now. So I'm not doing anything. No work without reward. It says respect leadership, stability, structure, rules, and power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, practicality. Personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown in communication, home conflict, transition, transcience. Completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, arising. It says self love, disharmony, distrust, breakups, imbalance, tension, broken communication. Exactly. Breakups, no communication. It has the two people reversed. It says ambitious, action oriented, driven to succeed, fast thinking, defending beliefs. Negative self talk, releasing pain, forgiveness, recovery, moving on. That's exactly what I'm going through right now. It says death, endings, beginnings, change, transformation, metamorphosis, end of a cycle. It says delays, frustration, holding off, waiting, shut down. It says the lovers, love, harmony, relationship, union, partnership, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, or choice, the strength of two together. So I'm going to find somebody that I'm aligned with. It says, yeah, this is the disharmony working alone. This is me. I think we're going to end the Bible study. I'm about to take a shower in a second, eat some. I'll probably straighten up my room a little bit. Damn, I need to put my vape on the charger. Yeah, no. I'm building no fucking website. Didn't you just hear I said I'm not doing anything? No reward, no work. For you, whatever all is I'm definitely not. So good. So good. Good morning. So glad. I definitely don't know what songs I want to do. I'm going to only do a couple. I'm not doing a whole bunch because I'm not putting myself under pressure for anybody. None of these motherfuckers are even worth it. You don't deserve nothing from me. So I'm not doing very many songs. Do-do-do. I am not stressing myself out. I promise you I'm not. I really don't wanna do any rap songs. I'm really over rap. Um, I don't want y'all to be coming around me acting like we're cool. We're not cool. You was just cool with that nigga. Like, it's funny how y'all just switch the fuck up. No, I expect you to be loyal to that nigga. Don't switch up now. I don't wanna be cool with you. I see how fake motherfuckers is. I don't hang out with people that don't like me. Fuck. Dead ass. Don't apologize to me because you need to be saying sorry to God. Don't say sorry to me because it don't got shit to do with me. I think that's the ignorance that I think a lot of people are missing. You don't need to apologize to me. God's still seen what you did. Don't apologize to me. Dead ass. Don't apologize to me. Definitely not. I literally can't wait to be alone. That's what I wait for every day. Where I can just be alone and nobody can do weird shit to me. I swear to God. I can't wait to get the fuck away from everybody. I never have to talk to anybody ever again. Literally. Everything can get delivered to my house. I never have to leave the house. Groceries, clothes. I would never have to go anywhere. I can't wait for that fucking day, bitch. I promise you, I can't wait for that fucking day. I never have to fucking talk to anybody ever again. Oh my god, it's not coming fast enough. Yeah, no, I have a resolution. Stay the fuck away from me. Everybody. That's my solution. Y'all be thinking somebody be arguing with y'all. Nobody's arguing with you. I don't fuck with you. It's a big difference. It's not an argument. There will not be no reconciliation with anybody. I don't fuck with you. I'm not infected like y'all. I don't gotta deal with y'all. Y'all become cool again because y'all can't fuck with nobody else. I don't have that story. And I don't give a fuck how mean that shit is. It's the truth. Maria, Maria, Rest of your life, I'll take you to paradise. Morning. Let's see. If she signed in 2016, that would have been 10 years. You can definitely go full blown in 10 years. Especially if it goes untreated for 10 years. You said what? I said, especially if it goes untreated for 10 years. I just be telling that bitches be stupid. I guarantee you bitches have never went and got checked out or anything. I don't even be having sex, and I don't get checked out often. So I know a motherfucker that know they got something is definitely not going to the doctor. It's denial. 10 years is a long time. God is so real. Oh, girl. Now I wanna be childish. You know what photo shoot I want to recreate? Yeah, I snapped. That's crazy. TLC, I wanna recreate this. Oh, I should do this. I could do this for Halloween for my birthday because that's around the same time, but I want a photo shoot for those, and I wanna play all 3 of them. Uh, this is why they did this. And then they had the tiny condom. I know who they were talking about. They are so petty. I need to do this. I don't know if I wanna do a photo shoot, but I definitely wanna do this. I wanna recreate this. Oh, she has the green hat too. I want to recreate this. I love petty ass bitches. Petty like me. Yes, I gotta recreate this look. This look is actually fire. It just needs to be updated. Yes, I want to recreate this look. God wants me to see something. I already know about this, though. God wants me to see something. I know. Listen, they're all going to be handled. I ain't even worried about it. People always trying to be funny and wonder why I don't fuck with them. Sorry you're miserable. I'm sorry you're stupid. I'm sorry you're stupid. This is 2026. It's too much technology in medicine. Y'all are just dumb. You called upon that shit yourself, being into fucking denial. You see, motherfucking Magic Johnson didn't play around. That nigga's been medicated for 75 years and he's not even detectable anymore. Y'all are fucking idiots. And that's also karma for exposing him, but not exposing everybody. You see how he's undetectable now? And a lot of y'all probably have full blown fucking AIDS. See how God works? The best thing y'all did was set him free so that he could go to the doctor. He probably never would have fucking went to the doctor had you never set that nigga free. That's the best thing y'all ever did for him was expose him. Y'all thought y'all were doing something in due time. Does it sound like that? I mean, I used to play sports, but I'm not really that into sports. And then I wonder if even like this is what I gotta look and see because it's like, does taking medicine even work if you're still having sex taking medicine? Like, how does that work? Does that even work? No. You said Dora Explorer. Dora, Dora, Dora the Explorer. Dora. I told y'all I went through a spiritual awakening. I'm seeing everything now. God is like, but you see how they also said in the book to blind them? I think God blinded me on purpose. And then you see how the lady said, show them. And then that's how I'm finding stuff out. I'm telling you, God had me blinded on purpose. He gave it to me when it was time. Plus, he needed y'all to treat me like shit so he could destroy you. That's why he let y'all take it so far. I don't gotta be careful. I'm protected by God. I think everybody else should be careful. It's not looking so well. It's not good because my sex be my Tylenol. Get the rest of you Jonas Brides for me to sex it inside of y'all. No, they never did learn. That's why it's getting so bad for them. That's why I think some people are going broke. Future just sold his fucking catalog. When you start selling your catalog, that means you're broke. Why would you sell your catalog, especially at such a young age? It's like 200 million is a lot, but I don't know. I just feel like that just means you're broke. That nigga got 7 million kids, and then you see how they spend their money. They spend it like they spend money like they're billionaires, and billionaires don't spend their money like that. And then they wonder why they're not billionaires. Yeah, no. I'd rather spend my money on investments, information, getting me in rooms that could put me in better situations, my kids. But it says sell the oil and you will have enough to take care of you and your kids to live off of forever. So the oil is being sold. I don't know what he meant by the oil, but he said sell the oil. So fuck it. I'm gonna sell the oil. I don't know what that means. Is God telling me to be a hoe? What's the oil mean? I'm screaming because what's the oil? My tripping, is he saying to sell. That's what I be saying. This I get surprised more and more every day. Oh, I'm fucking screaming. I'm screaming. Go to Walmart, get 100 pair of shoes, 40 pairs of pants, and some khaki and button-ups. Why would I get khakis and button-ups? I do need a pair of new workout shoes. I need some, like, walking shoes, but everybody pissed me off today, so I'm not doing shit. I'm stating facts. 'Cause he know I got the woo. This is that holy water. I'm screaming because I know God's gonna put me in certain rooms. I'm not gonna have to do what these hoes do. We wouldn't even fuck the same niggas. God trying to put me in. I don't know what y'all doing, but that ain't what I'm doing. I'm trying to be in Russia. I'm trying to be in motherfucking you feel what I'm saying? It's a difference. Trying to be at the White House. It's a big difference, bitch. On my mama. I even got business advice. You think you could get crunk this week, but you can't. I really do like this. I'll fall off, but that'll be never. I could do whatever. Oh, we were like a little while. I know what my mission is. And I accept. Yeah. A lot of shoes are made in China. Nikes, a lot of them are made in China. Beats, you can get Beats for really cheap in China because it's made there. They get exported here. So God did agree with what I said. He definitely agreed. I'm supposed to be on my Tucker Carlson shit. I'm just black. I'm not changing. I don't know how to be politically correct. And I don't care. Oh, that's how I'm gonna shut their business down. No, it's just a huge difference. I don't gotta have 700,000. If I give me like 5 good ones, that's good. I don't gotta do all that. Just give me like 5 good ones. Keep it exclusive. Hell no. If I'm ritzy, back off. I gotta use it as a picture caption. Talk around town as if I'm okay. Oh. Oh, I got a chip on my shoulder. I gotta manifest this. Plus, I'm the perfect person. If 2 countries are beefing together, I'm the perfect person to be the middleman and peacefully mend the situation. Like, I'm very useful because 'cause I'm good at making people understand shit from other perspectives. Because some of y'all can only understand shit from your own fucking perspective. You're never gonna grow. Yeah. I'm still not having sex till I get married, though. So, sorry. Somebody got to put the ring on it. I understand this pimping. Sorry. I got countries to say, just bigger than you. I crack myself, I wonder if he's still alive. Definitely old. Which is a miracle. That's how you know God really protected me because how the fuck does everybody else got that shit, but I don't? God protected me. That's why they mad. I'd be mad too. They did try to infect me multiple times. It just never worked. That's where that scare came from. Another thing, we gotta start making these rewards more exclusive because it'd be all Instagram celebrities there. There used to be big stars in the building. What the fuck happened? You think Michael Jackson will go to any of these awards these days? Fuck no. He used to be at the BET Awards, bitch. The BET Awards is ghetto now. Everything is just too. There's no upper echelon no more. Everything is mid. Hey, that's because they did the new Illuminati, and it's a bunch of dumb motherfuckers that don't know what the fuck they doing. The old niggas had standards and shit. Thank you. Mm. So the movie Temptation, mm, it was about one of two of them. I want to assume it's about Diddy because he's known for taking niggas bitches. Best part about that movie though, because that also relates to me. And the partner got infected, but the dude that got cheated on tested negative. I'm from Ohio. I bet you that movie was about Cassie because she used to fuck with Ryan Leslie and she left Ryan Leslie for Diddy and her life went on a spiral. All that shit that happened to her was karma. Trey got his karma too. He's got traded to DC. Nobody give a fuck about DC. Who talks about DC? And then they did it to DC to let me know that was for me. They're all getting their karma. Atlanta said we booing this nigga. Atlanta actually does fuck with me. Well, the Hawks do. They booted that nigga. You're fired, bitch. All these niggas be getting their karma, baby. Why think they so mad at me? I'm giving you ecstasy. You know I get up early. I usually get up early at 6. It's only 8 a.m. Oh yeah. You see how Michael Jackson shriveled up in the end? That nigga was infected. He shriveled the fuck up. He was so skinny. That's what he was sick from. That's the part they ain't gonna tell you. He really was sick. He had that shit full blown. Good morning. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah. Mm. Kai lost his career too. That nigga ain't been on stream in a long time. Everybody that sabotaged me got sabotaged. And then that Jordan Pauline thing that came out, they're coming for Ty Lil. That was a warning. Everybody's getting got fit. Rock my world, you know you did. No streams for Kai. And yo, bitch got took. You play me, I'm sending in the dogs. Y'all hoes be going to. I don't care what nobody say. I fuck with Young Boy forever. That's the one person that's been loyal to me this whole time. I fuck with Young Boy forever. For life, you are always welcome to sit at my table and the offer still on the flow. Y'all can still move in. I just know how that nigga is. I could never be his bitch. I'm evil now. And then you know how petty they are? They made him go to that NBA YoungBoy concert, and they already knew that shit. This is how messy they are. They said that shit. Just messy. That is just diabolical. Y'all is messy. And then he had the green too. Y'all peeped that his whole shit was green, even the motherfucking experience. Always 25,000 steps ahead. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Thank you. Mhm. All right. I'm about to take a break. I'll probably be back on around, it's 8:30, probably like 10. I'll take a little break.